I'm Jeffrey Schulkin. I'm from unincorporated Des Plaines, Illinois. I still have all my childhood buddies. I'm very fortunate. Grew up in a wonderful neighborhood and very proud of my hometown. I'm very fortunate. I have an uncle through marriage. He married my mother's sister, my Uncle Joel Wiseman. He took an interest in raising me and giving me advice, and he's the reason I went probably to the University of Illinois, just like he did in Champaign, Illinois. He's the reason I became a lawyer. I was planning on going into business, and he thought that even if I was in business, getting a law degree is a great education to have. And so he encouraged me to go to law school, and I went to his law school, IIT, Kent College of Law. And I love practicing law and being a trial lawyer. In high school, I think it was sophomore year of high school, I got a call from my cousin who lived in Deerfield, Illinois, saying that the person that would come by and seal coat their driveway every year didn't come by, and his mother wanted him to do it, and he asked me if I would help him. So I helped him, and we realized that there was a business there and that we could go around and get all the neighbors to hire us. And if we got the seal coating cheap enough, which we were able to do finding a connection that manufactures it out in Franklin Park, that we could make a full business out of this. So we would work on the driveways, seal coating them during the day with our high school buddies as our crews, and then at night we would hustle more business. But we wanted it to have an air of authenticity, so we called it Fullerton Paving Company, figuring that reminds people of a longtime Chicago street, part of the community. So even though we were Fullerton Paving Company, we were new and we were competing against the big guys, but we had the advantage because we were different than them. We were just a couple of kids knocking on doors, hustling and working hard and standing by our work. And that really played well in the community, and it helped pay for a lot of college. So Howard went to the University of Illinois. He started there 2 years before I started there. He was in a fraternity house called Sammy's. When I got to the University of Illinois, I joined a fraternity called Alpha Epsilon Pi. I didn't know Howard personally at that time or when I was down in Champaign, but we had numerous friends that we shared, and in fact that list continues to grow over the years. When I went to law school, I was fortunate to get a job as a law clerk working at a plaintiff's personal injury firm, only representing the victims of significant personal injury or medical negligence. In working on those cases, I really enjoyed fighting for what I considered the little guy, the David versus Goliath scenario, because you have a big insurance company or medical institution or construction company saying, yeah, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And I like being the big brother, stepping in and saying, well, here's what we're going to do about it. We're going to tell this story to those jurors, and we're going to have them decide the case. And once they hear those facts, they're going to do something about it. And I always loved that. When I started out as a lawyer, I started on the defense side because I had never done defense work, and I wanted to see whether it was something I would be interested in as well. I loved the plaintiff side, I wanted to see the other side. And my boss, who I had been law clerking for on the plaintiff side, said, it would be a great experience, you could always come back to the plaintiff side, take that knowledge, and then you can use it to help the plaintiffs. So I worked 3 years at a defense firm, O'Connor, Schiff and Myers, and although I really enjoyed the people I worked with, I did not enjoy defending insurance companies and fighting against people that had been seriously injured. So I made a move to a firm called Monday and Nathan, and I was there from 2003 until about 2016. And in 2016, I made the move to join Jeffrey M. Goldberg Law Offices. He was doing a lot of catastrophic birth injury cases. I was doing birth injury cases, and I thought it was a really good mix. And we had a great run, and I just recently left Jeff only because Father Time comes into play. He will not be practicing forever. He's more than 20 years my senior, and since I'm only 53 and plan on practicing for many, many more years, I wanted to be in a vibrant, active firm with numerous partners, support staff, and all of the bells and whistles that could benefit my clients. This turned out to be a surprisingly easy decision for me. I had several offers when I was making my move, and one of the offers was from Howard. Years ago in my first job, my boss said to me, practice, you're going to be successful no matter what, so practice with who you want to practice with. And when push came to shove and I looked at the business opportunities and I looked at what would be best for my clients and for the future and for the growth of my business, it just coincided perfectly with what Howard's been building and growing. And Howard and I have been discussing possibly getting together for a number of years and handling the medical malpractice in-house here. And these are my type of people here in Ankin Law. I've worked with them for several years where they used to refer me medical malpractice cases. These are the people I want to practice with for the rest of my career. Injury law made personal is exactly how I practice, so it's just a natural for me. I get to know my clients. My clients have my cell phone number. My clients know that they can be very comfortable reaching me on a weekend or at night. That's fine, because if it's important to them, it's important to me. This is a service business. We need to make sure that we're providing that personal care. They can't just feel like they're one of a million files on a shelf, because they're not. We need to be aggressive about pursuing their cases and helping them, because justice delayed for somebody like that is justice denied. So we really need to be aggressive and push for their individual cases.